Hello everybody, Mike Welsch coming from Churchill Downs, beautiful Churchill Downs today. The weather's gorgeous with the DRF Kentucky Derby workout report brought to you by Spendthrift Farm, the home of Into Mischief, the only horse to sire back-to-back Kentucky Derby winners. Well, the weather has kind of mellowed a little bit. Temperatures up in the mid-40s this morning for training, and I think it promises to get a little warmer as the week goes forward. But there's also rain in the forecast, and that could have a major effect on the training schedules, especially for the Derby workers. Tomorrow's going to be a very busy day for the Oaks workers, but we'll get to that later. Let's talk about the action that happened today during the Derby Oaks session. We had 3 Kentucky Derby horses work this morning, including the Japanese team of Continuar and Dermis Sadagaki. They went in company. They were supposed to go 5/8 of a mile. They kind of dropped down the rail at the 5/8 pole, but really didn't start to work till a half-mile pole, with Dermis Sadagaki breaking up 5 lengths behind his mate. They were even at the top of the stretch, and the work really started from there. Both horses set down hard to complete their final quarter mile. Continuar really quit a little bit. He struggled to get that last 1/8 of a mile to the wire, and then didn't go out much at all after that. Dermis Sadagaki, though, finished very strong under a lot of urging. I had his final quarter in 22-4, and he did continue out into the turn on his own. I got his final time from the half in 48 flat, 101 out into the turn. Continuar a half mile in 50 flat. So like what I saw somewhat from Dermis Sadagaki, although like I said, he was all out, asked for his best. Continuar, though, pretty disappointing effort today, and we'll see if these two come back and do it again maybe early next week. Behind them came Sun Thunder. As we mentioned before, equipped with blinkers earlier in the week. Equipped with blinkers in the work today. Had Brian Hernandez aboard, and he went, I had him 5/8 of a mile. I think the official work was a half on the work tab, but he left the 5/8 and went about 13 the first 1/8, and then I had him 101 and 1 to the wire, going easy, his ears up at the wire, and then jockey Brian Hernandez kind of eased up in the saddle, just let him gallop out 114 and 4 for 6 furlongs. I guess I was expecting to see something a little quicker with the equipment change, but it was a decent work. I mean, like I said, he did it easily and galloped out okay, totally on his own. One Oaks worker today, that was Tax. She's still on the outside looking in, needs one more defection to get in the race, but if she gets in, she might be a bit of a sleeper. She worked well today. 47-3 for the half mile, finished up strong, was asked some from the 16th pole to the wire, and galloped out very willing. I had her out 1 minute and 4/5 for 5/8, and she continued 6 furlongs in 113 and 4. Wild on Ice was out early this morning, just kind of canted around there today with that neck bowed. Like I said, he's been going all along, and he's scheduled to have his final Derby work tomorrow morning. He's the only Derby worker on the schedule tomorrow, but there are 9 fillies expected to work for the Oaks, 2 earlier in the morning and the other 7 during the Derby Oaks session. One of those fillies who will work tomorrow is Wonder Wheel, and she got a kind of workout today. She kind of ran off a little bit with her rider. I actually timed her from the 3/8 pole to the wire in about 36 and 4, going around 6:15 this morning. I believe that's when she will work tomorrow. One horse has looked very good. I went over for the schooling session today. 6 Derby horses schooled, all 4 Brad Cox's, and also a Rocket Can school, and he looks terrific. He's all dappled out. He looks very good. Talked to trainer Bill Mott, and said he likes the way he's come along, coming here to Churchill since he's gotten here at Churchill. Said he got a little keyed up in the paddock before the Fountain of Youth, so he started his schooling sessions earlier. He's going to be back, I guess, a couple more times, but he seemed pretty well behaved in the paddock today. Also, a confidence game. We mentioned yesterday was our first time we've really seen him. He did gallop yesterday, looked okay. He simply jogged out there this morning. Everybody else just pretty much in maintenance mode during their regular gallops today. But like I said, tomorrow's going to be a very busy day for the Oaks, and then comes the weather. Things get a little dicey. Right now, all the major works for the Derby horses are scheduled for Saturday. Todd Pletcher with his 4, Brad Cox with his 4, but they are keeping a wary eye on the weather. Brad said if things do look good on Friday, he's liable to move things up to Friday, and I guess Todd in the same mode right now, as they both had their horses work here last Friday. So that's where we stand right now. The busy days are still to come. The weather is the key. So just keep it right here. We're going to watch the weather. We're going to watch all these horses, and we'll be out here for another full week giving you full coverage of Kentucky Derby 23, Kentucky Oaks 23 right here at DRF.com.